Hello, everybody, and welcome to a live recording of Unapologetics. I am Brentley, and man, it is storming like crazy outside. So I'm hoping that it's not like interfering too much with what we're trying to do here. So I found this recording. I wanted to kind of get away from some of the political stuff we've been doing. There've been so much of it, and just the cringe, and it's just obnoxious. And I kind of wanted to just try. I mean, so I'm sure it'll somehow get through a little bit. It is another one from the Christian Post here. And yeah, so we're going to just try and do this this way, right? So hopefully if y'all want to comment and stuff like that, it's cool. I will read it. And this will come out on the Unapologetics podcast, the audio podcast. If you're listening that way. So this article, it's not a long one, and it's called Can Christ Worshippers Turn into Demon Worshippers? Okay. John Piper answers. Okay. So that's what we got here. Yeah, I mean, you never know. You can just all of a sudden just start waking up and you know what? You're just like, yeah, I just want to start worshiping demons, man. That's what it. But I almost wonder, and we're going to make a couple predictions here. I'm wondering if they're going to equate just not believing in Jesus or God or whatever as worshiping demons, as if those two things are anywhere near the same thing. That's just how they go, right? Hopefully. Oh, hey, it's the trusty ape. How you doing? Thanks for hanging out. And Cosmic Kyle. Wow, we got everybody today. All right. All right, cool. So yeah, we are reading through a Christian article for the new folks hanging out, and we'll be reading comments and all that type of stuff. So let's see here. Can Christ worshippers turn into demon worshippers? By John Piper answers. What they write the weirdest articles. Like, what kind of headline even is that? Is that a normal headline? Like, I swear it just sounds insane. Okay, like this person answers. Like, I've never seen just a regular article where people do stuff like that. But anyway, okay. Notable theologian John Piper. I don't know if I've heard of John Piper, so he's not that notable if I'm being honest, and I know quite a few. Okay, I've been around. Okay, John Piper recently tackled how professing Christians can fall into demonic worship, and that's in quotes. Demonic worship. I don't know if they're meaning to make fun of that, because that's how I would say it. I'll tell you that much. I'd be like, demonic worship, sure about it. Yeah, that's exactly how I would say it. And leave the church. So wait a second. So okay, so I think my prediction's already coming home to roost here. My prediction is that they're just equating demon worship with not being their religion. So and they said leave the church. Boom, already like heading towards that being correct. So we'll see. I've got $5. I'm betting myself, so I'll make sure I'll give that to myself later. Especially as the end times draw closer. Yeah, it's been a long time that these end times have been drawing closer, ain't it? Here, Cosmic Kyle said, I worship demons even as a Christ believer, but literally only when mad at God. Oh, yeah. That's how you get that. Pisses them off right there. If you gotta, if you want to piss off God, you just start worshiping demons. And he's like, God damn it. Oh, wait, I mean, me, damn it. So it says, on an episode of Ask Pastor John, clever name right there. That's a great, that's who thought of that? How did you even, it's good. On Desiring God, wait, what? On an episode of Ask Pastor John on Desiring God. What the? I don't know what's happening. Apparently, must be something they have. Maybe that's a larger uh, category of shows or something. I don't know. A listener inquired about First Timothy 4:1, which says, "Some will abandon the faith and follow deceiving spirits and things taught by demons." I forgot about that verse. Like, all I mean, I can't help but think of like a demon with like, a suede jacket with elbow patches, like got a pointer and slapping the green chalkboard there. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's the horns coming out, It's like really funny. Anyway, this seems like a very stark transition for once professing believers. What does this look like? Can it really mean Christ worshipers? God, that's a weird way to put that. Christ worshipers become blatant demon worshipers, or is it, or is this move far more subtle? Can you explain to me what's happening in this text? The listener asked. Now we got quite a few uh, comments here. Oh, let's see. Um, Trusty Ape said, "I've been told that I am a demon and I worship myself." So, that's it. That's it right there. And see, and Cosmic Kyle worships Trusty Ape, so that's two right there. I mean, couple couple demon worshippers just already here in the chat. So, Piper began by stressing that no genuinely called and justified Christian ever falls away into demon worship. Okay. So, yeah, they're already doing the no true Scotsman just right out the gate with the no true Scotsman bullshit. Let's see. So, not permanently anyway. Okay. Well, duh. I mean, isn't that sort of baked in? That's almost like the AA thing, like, hey, everybody, no, our program is 100% successful. All the people that are doing the program do not drink until they drink later, but they're not doing the program then. Once they start drinking, they're not doing it. But 100% of all the people that are not drinking in our program are not drinking in our program. So it's until they decide not to, but we don't count that. That doesn't count. No shit, man. Like so no, we have no idea then how successful is it. Got it. Okay. He said the question pertained to people who've been in the church for years and are outwardly identifying as Christian and yet are not truly born again. Okay. So the whole thing is just one big no true Scotsman, it seems, and end up being swept away into the teaching of demons. What teaching, man? Where is this teaching of demons? Like logic? Is that where we're going here? Hey, donkeys and snakes can't talk. It's like demons are teaching that shit. What do you mean? We have to believe that because our book says that demons and donkeys talk, or snakes and donkeys talk. Piper added that people who attend church services can be influenced by deceitful spirits, and these can lead to cultic practices and false teachings. This, he said, will get worse in the end times. What the fuck does that mean? Wait, Piper added these people attend church service can be influenced by deceitful spirits, and these can lead to cultic practices and false teaching. Is this just like another church, like some other doctrine? Really? That's what we're doing? You're going to call demons? They don't, even though they're in there worshiping Jesus and they're supposed to be like, demons can't, according to the theology, demons can't be around the name of Jesus being said out loud. That is blatantly in the theology, right? They can't handle hearing that word, right? That name. So you can't, it makes no sense for them to say that other churches or other denominations or whatever it is, if it's the charismatic where they're talking about like speaking in tongues and the falling back with the drunk and the slain in the spirit and all that shit, right? They still can't be being motivated by demons because they're all saying Jesus all the time. They believe they're worshiping Jesus. It makes no sense for that to be what they're talking about, because they can't handle being around the name of Jesus, according to their own fucking bullshit, man. It's insane. Jesus. Trusty Ape says, AA will also tell you that everyone who drinks is an alcoholic, saying that there are people called normies who don't have a drinking problem. Yeah, I don't agree with that either. I mean, I don't know. I think that it's something that you can get, and you can be a person that can drink sometimes, or you can be someone that can drink that develops an AUD, an alcohol use disorder, right? And then you can get rid of that alcohol use disorder. But I don't think that it's as simple as it. I mean, I don't know, but no, I don't. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure, like, alcohol is an addictive substance. If you end up doing it a lot, it'll end up, addicting you. That's what addictive substances do. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's just like, hey, a lot of people can manage it better, and that's it. Addiction's addiction. But yeah, some people can just manage their addiction better. But anyway, let's see, where were we at? Piper out of the people. Okay. The danger of seduction by deceitful spirits and teachings of demons is always present throughout this fallen age, from the time of Jesus till Jesus comes back. Wow. That's a lot of Jesus in one sentence there. From the time of Jesus till Jesus comes back, he said, there are always there they are always there. Okay, I got it. But there will be a greater temptation at the end of the age approaches, and what? Wait. Oh, okay. No, I did mess up. A greater temptation as the end of the age approaches and the Lord draws near. Got it. Right. Sure, of course. That's always the case, right? For scriptural backing, Piper cited a couple of Bible passages, including Matthew 24:12 through 13, in which Jesus said, because of the increase of wickedness, the love of most will grow cold, but the one who stands firm to the end will be saved. Okay. Will grow cold. I mean, you're saying, like, okay, so whoever just hangs out, like, makes sure to stay Christian or whatever. Yeah, no shit, man. Those of you that stay Christian until you die or whatever, y'all go to heaven. Like, that's not new. And remember, according to the Bible, like the way that it was actually written, not the way that it's obviously read, but according to the way it was written, Jesus was expecting to come back in his disciples' lifetimes. It says that in there, right? So he's basically just talking about their lifetimes, right? And then he comes back in that time, and the world would end and all that, right? But obviously none of that happened. So he believed that, Jesus at the time believed that the times were getting worse and worse at that time, right? If they're talking about the teachings of Jesus now Paul is a whole nother story. Like, he changed everything, he updated all this stuff and kind of put his own swing on everything, right? But no, yeah, it's it was Jesus was supposed to return in the lifetimes of the disciples. In other words, the mystery of lawlessness will have a huge impact on nominal Christians. What is it? Is that like just sort of Christian? Like, you're not that Christian, you're just nominally Christian? I don't know. What does nominal mean again? Fuck, I don't, it's not a word I use very often. Let's see here. Nominal Christian. So, whose love for Christ is shallow. Oh, okay. Thank you for defining that word I don't use. Yeah. For Christ is shallow and unreal. What a weird way to say that. Whose love for Christ is shallow and unreal. They will grow cold. Their resistance to the deception of demons will give way, and they will not endure to the end. Don't they always sound like some villain? And the resistance of the deception of demons will give way, and they will not endure to the end. as I strike down upon thee with great vengeance. Okay. Um, Piper noted that this falling away of nominal Christians from the church could come either gradually or suddenly. Yeah, those are the two ways that things happen. Jesus. What about suddenly, then gradually, then back to suddenly again? How about that? Maybe you didn't think of that. Maybe that, Jesus. But added that if Christians remain in the grace of God and treasure Christ above all, we will be kept. Fucking what the hell? I swear they just say stuff. It doesn't actually mean anything. It's just stuff. What the fuck does that mean? Okay. So it'll happen either gradually or suddenly. Either way, who knows? But that if Christians remain in the grace of God and treasure Christ above all, we will be kept. So love God a lot. Like, I mean, how many different ways can you say to love God in the same fucking book, in the same fucking websites, on the same you know what I mean? Like, this is just constant with these people. It's it's unreal. Like, wow, it's so weird. It's like, man, go read like other books that say more than one fucking thing, please. My goodness. Piper's focus on the falling away of Christians to demonic ideas comes not long after the release of author and radio host Michael Brown's latest book, Why So Many Christians Have Left the Faith. I'm sure he knows exactly what's happening there. But that feels like a long title too, right? Is that a long title, or am I just no? I guess not. Maybe not. I don't know. Feels long. Why so many Christians have left the faith. Should be like called Faithless. Boom. Why? And then it's a subtitle. Why so many Christians have left the faith. Anyway, but you need something to grab you and pull you in. Anyway, which examined why so many Americans. Why so many American churches are in decline. Yeah, got it. Yeah, we can. Well, hence why I said it should have been a subtitle and not the fucking title. Jesus. Okay. In an interview with the Christian Post, that's this website, last month about this book, Brown said Christians leaving the faith in mass is something that's going on that had to be addressed. And said it was based on multiple factors. I'll use the word factors, so he's mathematical. So it's he's thinking good right there. He's saying multiple factors. When I talk to different people who are on the front lines of answering questions that struggles have, and others who are doing youth ministry, they write such odd sentences. Okay, when I talk to different people who are on the front lines of answering questions that strugglers have, and others who are doing youth ministry, each one will tell me something different, Brown explained. Holy God, they suck at this. All right, one factor. Here's one of the factors that Brown considered a notable one was the effects of a compromised gospel. Oh shit! Here we go. There, we're going straight for the no true Scotsman all over again. Here we go. Adding that our failure to preach a clear call to discipleship and a clear message of the cross for a whole generation has produced a lot of Christians who really aren't Christian at all. Oh my God, what are they talking about? That has not happened. Like, everybody that I'm seeing is preached the same message of the cross or whatever, forgiveness and turning your life around and following Jesus. All this stuff has been being preached this entire time, man. Like, nothing has changed. They just don't want to hear it anymore. It's fucking boring, man. And it's so obviously untrue and manipulative. It's crazy that they think that, like, oh no, we must not be teaching the Bible right. That's what it is. That's why they're all leaving. No, man. It's just because it's obvious, and the internet exists. That's the other reason. We can look up if you're stupid or not, and turns out you're fucking stupid. That's just how that goes. Man. Like, we can actually see if you're lying about this stuff. That was a whole what? Wait, hold on. They heard a form of the gospel, which is kind of a positive life coach approach, but haven't really been transformed, he said. But there's tons of there's tons of denominations that are still doctrinally like within what he was just saying. There's a ton of that. There, like if he's talking like these like soft core churches or whatever have always existed, and he's acting like all of a sudden they're just exploding, and that's why the decrease. If anything, that people leave because of the more like hardcore, Calvinistic type of like bigoted right wing hate preachers and shit like that. That's what pushes people away, And of course, this guy's got to say, "Oh no, it's the opposite. It's the nice people churches. Those are just driving people right out of here." That was a whole fucking article, really, man. This is supposed to last 40 minutes. That was half. That was half my show. God damn it, man. Write better articles. I need to make fun of them. You're messing me up here. Jesus. And nothing about demon worship. What the hell? What's that about? I thought we were going to go into how people were accidentally worshiping demons. Because that's a thing that can happen. All right. Let's check out this video up here. Let's see if this is a thing. Let's see how this goes. What the fuck? I can't hear it.
Also faced a lot of spiritual opposition, may I say, while filming this movie. Can you share some of the stuff that happened while bringing the movie to light?
Spirit. So they ran into spirit. So this is the movie. Okay, I should read this. Nefarious, the spiritual warfare that plagued the film's production. So there's this new movie coming out that's called Nefarious, right? And it's about this guy in prison or whatever that's got like a demon in him, and somebody's like figuring it out or something like that. I don't know. It looked like a really weird but intense movie where they it all happens in one room. Those like weird kind of movies. Probably because of a budget thing, because all these movies have like budget problems because nobody wants to make these pieces of shit. But now to pump up the sales, right? Because it's clearly probably not doing very good. They're like, hey, there were demons on set, bro. There were demons on set. And it's probably like stuff like Toby got sick when he was supposed to be recording his scene, whatever. So we had to wait 2 days.
We had a friend tell us a long time ago, for those people that don't believe in the devil, declare war against him and see what happens. Well, we declared war against the devil. So,
devil, I declare war against thee. But some guy comes up, nothing. No, still good. Lord.
And I will say that honestly, from the first moment, the script took a year. Weird, crazy things happened. We just recently had our office. The roof was ripped off. The entire building's roof
during the middle of torrential rains, the ones that you might have heard of here in California. But we were the only building in.
But rain doesn't rip off roofs, right? And whoosh, the whole building got filled with water.
I know, but there's like something called wind that tends to accompany rain sometimes. I don't know. It just, especially when you use the word torrential, there tends to be some fucking wind that goes along. Yeah, not abnormal necessarily, and that happens all the time. I mean, I'm in Florida, which is nothing like California weather-wise. But yeah, no, it's pretty normal.
Like a water park.
We just found out. We didn't know the night of our premiere. Our marketing chief, who was in the high water mark of his activity, while on his way home from the premiere in the plane, his eardrum perforated.
What? Oh my good God! Really? The fucking God! These websites have so many fucking ads. It's unreal.
We had Steve Dace, the guy.
How long was that? Like not even a minute. And we had a new
wrote the book, Nefarious Plot. He basically came to set on the first day, got very, very sick. He had a cyst under his arm. Suddenly disappears. Literally 3-4 days ago, it comes back.
The night before a theatrical premiere, or 2 nights before.
I knew it. Somebody just got sick. Somebody had an ailment. Like, why isn't the power of Jesus stronger than a thing under somebody's arm, like a cyst under somebody's arm? Man, come on, dude. Jesus. And then he said it literally disappeared. it disappeared. It literally, but then it came back. So it didn't literally disappear. Got
Or
it.
at the
Got it.
theatrical premiere. He starts off with it in the morning. By nightfall, he's in the ER, mumbling and muttering incoherently,
And is near death.
and has a live infection. He's got MRSA. They find out in his bloodstream. It's everywhere. He almost dies. They have to do surgery. He has to cancel. We had our first shooting attempt. We're 10 days from shooting. 9 of our 15 keys go down with
So-
6 days
Right.
away from shooting.
So a person got really sick that clearly wasn't. It seemed like they weren't taking whatever it was they had very serious. Because when you have an infection like that, dude, just go in, man. Like don't put that shit off. You know, they're like, I'm not gonna do anything about the thing under my arm because the Lord will heal me. He'll do it. He'll heal it, man. I don't gotta worry about this. Oh shit! Now I'm almost dead. I'm in the hospital.
Shooting, and COVID wipes out the crew.
Terry was in the hospital for 8 days. So then now
So
we have to
COVID.
cancel production, obviously. We have to recover our standing sets. We rented a basketball arena, a former professional basketball arena. It's enormous. It's 12,000 seats. That's where our set stands. We have to rent it for 5 months while we recuperate, while we
Cost
regroup.
us $600,000 extra dollars. I mean, on set in the first 11, 12 days, we had 8 car accidents,
Yeah.
and we didn't have a big crew. And here's the amazing thing: 8 car accidents, most of them total. Not a person got hurt. So it's like the adversary does what he does, but the Lord does what he does. In other words, you want to try and stop the movie, but I'm going to protect the people doing the movie. And they
Dude, what is the point of your God then, man? Why? How about this? How about a God that maybe makes it so nobody gets in fucking car wrecks? How about that? Is he not powerful enough for that? But he protects the total of the cars, but the people are fine. Praise Jesus. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, wow, dude. Maybe just like have your God just not let car crashes happen. He's supposed to be more powerful than the devil. Sounds like you just have a whole bunch of either incompetent people or maybe a whole bunch of aggressive drivers. I don't know how that works, and a whole bunch of people that don't take COVID seriously. That's not a shocker at all. Yeah.
keep going on.
We had a 3-person ministry team, a husband and wife. The husband's a minister. And we had a Catholic priest who's exorcism trained. We expected spiritual battle. The priest who was staying with us had to undergo during shooting an emergency appendectomy. His appendix burst during removal.
And he almost died.
And the surgeon told him, if you got here an hour later.
Hold on. He was trained. They had a priest, a Catholic priest, who was trained specifically for spiritual battle. Come on, man. Like, what is really? I lost track of what they said after that, so I hope I'm not missing a big chunk of stuff. Let me see. Side note, Cosmic Kyle said, side note, spiritual warfare implies God fucked up the spiritual realm too. That is a good point. It's monotheism. Yeah, it's not like it. Yeah, it's not like it's a bunch of gods all fighting each other. That would make perfect sense. Actually, I would, pagan stuff makes sense. I'm just saying.
You would not be here. And then to top that, the cherry on the ice cream sundae, day 4, IATSE, which is the union, the most powerful union in the film industry, represents all the trades, struck us without a strike vote, without a specified grievance, and tried to get the federal government to shut down our production.
So I want you to realize that the adversary tries to get the federal government to shut down the movie. On top of that, by the way, it is one of the
why was it because of COVID stuff? Like they weren't followed, like, because of course they're going to leave out and not say that they were like literally breaking safety restrictions and shit like that to where they can't insure anybody, and that goes against or whatever it is. I don't know, but I highly fucking doubt that they just decide, they're making a movie about demons. Shut it down. Shut it. We can't have people just out here making movies about demons now. What the fuck, dude? Come on.
Ones right here is that so we're shooting a scene where they're talking about the devil, and all of a sudden the convention center starts to groan. The girders in the ceiling go, and it sounds like we're in hell.
Right.
So we let that go.
Oh, I forgot that lady was.
So we kind of wait. We do it again. It starts groaning again.
Good
notice
job
that
with all the questioning, lady. Yeah. I thought. Oh my god, I forgot like completely. That's so funny. That's
when
right.
we're shooting.
They
the
don't let
scene,
women
when
talk.
we're
So they're not,
speaking about
women
the
aren't
devil,
supposed to talk. I
the
guess it makes
building. Now,
sense.
we have a lot of atheists, we have secular people, we have all kinds of people in the crew and everything. Even they acknowledge this sounds like we're in hell, right? They looked up, they stopped. Every time we stopped shooting the scene and talking about the devil, the building would stop.
We would
start talking about the devil and about the sequence of the devil. It's revealing his secrets. The building groaned
That's right.
with the effect to destroy the soundtrack, because you can't use that footage. But here's how God takes good from evil. What does he do? In post, when we're in post, we had all that sound, but we added a storm to the movie, a thunderstorm. As if you've seen the movie, you know there's a storm in it. So we weave that groaning of the steel into the storm, and it actually turned out to be great.
Yeah, I can hear it in the theatrical. I don't think the audience notices, but I can hear it in the mix.
I missed that.
Well, it's tip of the iceberg.
We were told we had the highest.
Jesus built my hot rod.
Every email, okay, I'll give you another.
This is Oklahoma. Well, like the song says, the wind comes sweeping down the plane. I mean, it's a windy place.
Every email, every cell phone problem. Yeah. Okay, we're doing the press junket, and
they're just saying a bunch of like normal, like go watch the making of Die Hard and see everything they had to fucking go through. It's just normal movie stuff. You know? It's like normal movie problems that everybody pretty much goes through. What is that? I don't know what that says. I don't know. That must be that must be demon language or something. Niet is no, right? I don't know. God effed up my soundtrack, therefore the devil. Exactly, yeah. And they said every time they talked about the devil, it's like, yeah, that's called confirmation bias, man. That's not that you guys would give a fuck about that, but you know, it's I showed my girlfriend, Cosmic Kyle said, I showed my girlfriend a Lorna Shore song, and that sounds like hell. I'm not sure I'm familiar with Lorna Shore. But, yeah, I don't know that one.
We're doing interviews, and we interview a priest on set. His name is Father Carlos.
Oh, my fuck. I'm going to have to edit these out. It was a pain in the ass. Oh, okay.
Martins. He has a podcast called The Exorcist Files, which were amazing. Okay. And he's the number one exorcist.
Oh, we have got to somebody write that shit down. We got to return to that.
Movie on exorcism ever made. He says, I deal with this every day, and I'm telling you, this is what it's about. But anyway, we're shooting. He's ready to get interviewed. He does his interview. He leaves the room. All the lights in the room start flickering. The sound mixer dies. The discs in the two cameras get corrupted. So we lose everything. Constant problem, right? So we call him up. He comes back. He sees everything that's going on. He says, I know what this is. Stand aside.
Demons.
Goes with his back to the window. 5 floors up. He has his back to the window of the room. So there's nothing behind him.
The French door's to the balcony, which is very small. Yeah.
Then there's no balcony that you can walk out into it. Okay.
Like, yeah, you know, can we get the full layout? Just actually describe the fucking blueprints, man. That's important to the goddamn. Come on, man. Jesus Christ.
So he starts doing an exorcism in the room. Okay, a real exorcism. Old school Latin.
Right, an exorcism.
Okay. Yeah. And he's doing his thing, and a woman's voice begins chanting demonically behind his ear. He goes through the exit. He doesn't stop because they don't stop when they're doing the prayers. The demons try to distract you, right? So you stop the prayer. He keeps going. Their game. What was the phrase when he got to?
He gets to a part, and this is our
demons' whole thing.
But it's just,
you know, they just distract. You know, that's how they fight. Really, is to just be like, look over there, look, squirrel. You know, it's like, no, I will keep praying. I know it's a squirrel and it's an awesome one, but I'm not going to look at it.
There's a part of the right that says, bow now before the great and terrible name of Jesus. And terrible in that sense is, in other words, capable of inspiring terror.
Right. In other words, great power.
And he then got left alone.
All of a sudden, the lights stop flickering. The sound mixer goes to everything.
He said the terrible name of Jesus. And that was okay. He's like, that like meaning like the demons are terrified because of Jesus, though. So that's why I said that. And they were like, oh yeah, it is terrifying. I better get out of here. And then they left. Boom. Nailed it.
Thing starts working again. We have no problem. And then when we come back to LA, don't forget it is corrupted. Now we
Something's messed up.
go okay.
Fuck.
And we lose it.
The
Now
hard-
we
the
go
hard
to
drive is in
retrieve it.
data recovery. Well, our Newsweek interview had to be done 3 times.
Newsweek called us up to interview us. So we
Yeah.
do a 25-minute interview with
Yeah.
them on the phone.
Yeah.
And okay, it's great, fine. Okay, we'll talk to you later. Bam. Just when we're about to hang up, he says, oh, I can't believe this. These are new my battery's died.
Right, my recorder.
Can we do it again?
Trust
we
you
do
on
it
that.
again.
Trusty Ape said, the squirrel is an awesome squirrel. He reigns with acorns above. That's true.
Recorder doesn't record.
Right. When he takes it back, he can't listen. There's nothing on it.
He calls us 3 days later and says, I don't know what happened. This is
He
a
says-
perfectly good recorder.
We can do this way. Actually, we'll do it in writings. So we insert in writing, and for whatever reason, it takes me a half an hour to be able to send the email. I can send
We
an
can't.
email.
I'm sitting right next to him in a diner.
Now
I'm sending out emails like they're going out of business. He can
now you're blaming your inability, like your ADHD, on fucking demons. That now you're just, come on, man. Like these guys. I love the demon stuff. I swear, like that's like my favorite videos to watch, where people are just up here talking about fucking demons.
send out
This
other
is so
emails,
fun.
but this one email he can't send out. So I said, you know what? Let's pray.
Demons.
So we pray.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Press send,
Sure.
and it goes. We pray for
Wow.
protection. I mean, this is
Wow.
crazy
Oh,
stuff.
she's there.
And
Yeah,
this
I
is
forgot.
the
It's just like,
iceberg.
it's like, you know,
Every day,
keep
and
forgetting.
every person involved in the movie, and somewhere toothaches, earaches, just great, fighting because
You guys
people,
don't-
fighting with their wives.
again, now they're blaming demons because they won't brush their teeth or clean their ears. God, they just, everything's demons' fault,
and
apparently.
we prepared ourselves and we let everybody know, so everybody understood what was going on. But it was a constant struggle in the theaters.
Got the toothache, like, yeah, I gotta go to the dentist. No, actually, no, you're fine. It's demons. Okay, you don't have like your toothache's not real, bro. Like it's just demons. Look, I said, don't worry. We're gonna pray. So just don't, cancel that appointment with the
Fire alarm goes off in multiple theaters across the nation. In one theater, all the computers go down. 17 states.
You just sound wildly incompetent.
Tickets for the theater being shown as sold out, and it's not.
People growling and erupting in the movie. I've got the article in the movie theater.
I mean,
growling when they talk.
Trusty Apes. There was another participant in this conversations. Like you're going fast and loose with that word. This is a, what do they call it? Bludgeoning somebody with their words over while she stands there smiling.
When we talk about the carpenter vomiting and passing out and not knowing who they don't remember any of it when they wake up.
Big showing where Steve Dace couldn't make it to in Grand Rapids, which is a town, because of the surgery, the emergency.
I mean, that's what happens when you take a bunch of Xanax bars. All right, you got drug addicts too on your stage. That's that's
thing. Suddenly they can't show the movie. They find that someone's first.
Oh my good God, fucking Jesus Christ, fucking Jesus! This is what happens when I randomly try to watch a fucking thing without screening it first.
Projector. No one puts a cap on a stationary projector. It's never happened in the history of the theater. The manager was like embarrassed. It took him a long time to figure out what was going on.
I'm telling you, it's unbelievable. For those, when you go through an experience like this for a year, your faith in
unbelievable probably isn't the word, the description word you should use when you're telling a story about how demons messed up your movie. Because it's exactly unbelievable.
God goes up, and you're understanding that the devil is real.
We had some of this with Unplanned, but it was different. During the shooting of Unplanned,
We were
We
protected.
had a hedge of protection around us. We were totally protected. We were like a little baby.
Well, you know what you should probably do is switch from a hedge to maybe like a wall of some kind. I mean, it's what is a hedge? All he needs is like some clippers, and you're fucked. Get something better than a hedge.
Being pushed in a stroller. I mean, we just knew we were taken care of. And then once we were done and it came to the marketing, it was a struggle. But this has been tooth and nails fighting from day one.
I'm so glad to be joined by this amazing powerhouse of a
was that
woman.
the
She's
end?
platinum selling, Emmy
So
nominated.
just go on to the next
comedian.
one. Fuck. Shauna Pierce reveals she may be heading on her final comedy tour of Christian comedians don't tend to do too well. But, all right, y'all. Thank you for watching, and we will. I'm actually going to come back in a minute and watch some other stuff, and I'm going to go through a different route so that they will play a little bit better. But what you should do, you should get your butt some stuff at adamandeve.com. Put in code word Brentley or code word BX for the Unapologetics podcast. Put in BX at checkout and get 50% off almost any one item and 3 free gifts. That's one item for him, one item for her, and an item that you'll both enjoy. And then you also get 6 free DVDs and free shipping. So go to adamandeve.com and put in code word Brentley at checkout and get your free exclusive offer. Get this exclusive offer today and get free shipping. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, I mean, and it's something that anybody can enjoy, because I haven't met many people. Well, I guess there are, except for asexual people. I'm sorry, asexual viewers. I don't mean to, I don't mean for you to have to step out for this one, but this is the product placement that I do. So adamandeve.com, put in enter code Brentley or enter code BX, and you get 50% off almost any one item, 6 free DVDs, 3 free gifts, and free shipping. So yeah, just do that, and that'd be great. All right. Well, we will see you in just a minute. I'm going to be putting up something else, so you should come back and hang out. I'm going to do the other show, and I'm going to just be watching some YouTube videos down the rabbit hole of fundy extremism, and it's hilarious. That's what it is. All right, what do we say to the haters, discriminators, and masturbators, shamers? Fuck off.